watching this video, for checking this video. Today we will be learning Roman numerals. Today this tutorial is about the topic Roman numeral. So I'll be explaining what Roman numeral is, the concept of Roman numeral in general. I'll talk about the properties of Roman numeral. Then from that property we'll be able to know how to combine Roman numerals together to form words. So stay around, stay glued to this tutorial, and let's learn together. Roman numeral was a number system used by the Romans over 2000 years ago. So Roman numeral was used by the Romans over 2000 years ago. At that time they didn't write numbers the way we write it now, so they developed that method to write numbers in a way that it will be easy and they'll be able to communicate with each other. So I want to list the Roman numerals and their Indo-Arabic numeral equivalents. So how the Roman numeral wrote the number that we have now, the numbers we have now. So I in Roman numeral represents 1, while V is 5, letter X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1000. So then the Roman numerals are I, V, X, L, C, D, M, and the number or the Indo-Arabic numeral equivalent is on the other side. So this is very important in this part of our tutorial, because we'll be using this to do a lot of things, and to form any other number using Roman numeral. These ones that are on the screen that you are looking at right now, these Roman numerals are the basic numerals that you need, so you combine them to form other numbers. So let's go on and let's look at the properties of Roman numerals. Properties of Roman numerals. Everything has what makes it what it is. So the first property we'll be looking at is the subtractive property. From the word subtract, it is easy to just think that, oh, that will mean subtraction. So that means Roman numeral can be subtracted. So the subtractive property of the Roman numeral, and this is only valid when a small numeral comes before a big numeral. So when you have a small numeral coming before a big numeral, you subtract the smaller numeral from the bigger one. I don't like just saying things without you seeing it, so I'll take examples to explain what I mean. Write IV in Indo-Arabic numeral. So you can see that I already wrote out I and V. And don't forget, from our previous chart that I showed you earlier, I is 1, V is 5. So this is IV is 1 is I and 5 is V. So the question we ask ourselves is, 5 is bigger than 1. We can all see this. So the question now is the smaller number coming before the bigger one or after? So looking at the screen, 1 comes before 5, so the smaller number comes before the bigger number. So in that case, the subtractive property will hold. So our high V will be 5 minus 1, which is 4. So as simple as ABC. So I and V, because your 1 comes before 5, we subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. Now let's try another one. Write XL in Indo-Arabic numeral. XL. X is 10 and L is 50. So let's ask that question again. Is the smaller number coming before the bigger number or after the bigger number? Your guess is right. The smaller one, which is 10, comes before 50. So since that is the case, XL will be 50 minus 10, and that is 40. So XL means 40. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Please subscribe. So let's go on to the next property, which is the additive property, from the word addition. So that tells us that a Roman numeral can be added. Now when a small number comes after a big number, we add the numbers together. Very simple and straightforward. Let's take an example. Write VI in Indo-Arabic numeral. VNI. Now let's write out the number equivalent of the Roman numeral. Our V is 5, I is 1. So 5 is bigger than 1, and you can see that the smaller one, which is 1, is coming after the bigger one. Don't forget that IV, the smaller one, was before, but in VI the smaller one is after. So VI will be equal to 5 plus 1, which is 6. Can you see? Very simple. Write XI in Indo-Arabic numeral. This is another example. Write XI in Indo-Arabic numeral. Now let's do it the way we did it before. I'm sure you're already looking at it and you're trying your hands on it, or let me say I'm assuming. So X is 10, I is 1. So 10 is bigger than 1. So we have XI will be equal to 10 plus 1, and that is what? 11. Good. So very simple and straightforward. Now the repetitive property. This is the last property we'll be looking at, the repetitive property. Now the basic Roman numerals can be repeated 3 times to form a number. The repetition cannot be more than 3 times. So you can join the Roman numerals together. You can combine 3 out of those basic ones which I listed before to form a number. So let's take an example. Let me just explain with this. X can be combined to form XX, which is 10 plus 10. So the repetitive property is also like an additive property. You add them together, so it becomes 20. So in Roman numeral, XX just signifies 20. Then we have XXX. You can guess what it will be already. 10 plus 10 plus 10, which is 30. So very simple. So you can combine them together 3 times to form another number, like I can be combined to form 1 plus 1, which is 2, that is I high. Then I high can be 3, exactly, good. So other examples include CC, which is 200, CCC, which is 300, which is 2000. Then let me give us a clause, a point where that repetitive property does not hold. Let's note this. You can see it's dropping down. The Roman numerals like V, L, D cannot be repeated to form numbers. What do I mean by that? You can't have VV. Don't forget that V is 5, and if you have VV, that will be 5 plus 5, which is 10. There is a Roman numeral for 10 already, so there is no point combining V and V. The same thing for 50. If you add 50 plus 50, you have 100. There is a Roman numeral for that, so that is why. So Roman numerals that are 5 based, like your 5, your 50, your 500, cannot be combined to form a number. So I hope you have learned with me today. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I'm sure that you have learned something. Please kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook, on Instagram. The social media channels are right there, so kindly follow me, and thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye.